Good morning, everyone. Turn around this way. A little foggy this morning. Definitely got some fog out there. Probably it's a little warmer. Not that much. It's like 15 degrees this morning. But considering we had a lot of that 15, 20 below zero, I guess this is considerably warmer. This week, it is supposed to get up into the 40s. Coming up week. So, we got some work we need to do today. Let me put you over here. There we go. Set you guys up there. What we're going to do today, I'm getting down. The last round bale is getting down a little bit in the barn. It's going to be in the 40s, as I said, next week. I don't want to have to drive across here when it's all muddy. So we're going to put a round bale in the barn today. But that means, for now, I got to plug a tractor in. This old tractor is an old John Deere 3020, maybe 1964, 1965. I can't remember which year for sure. It's been around a lot of years, but with the diesel, we're going to have to plug that one in. We'll let it warm up this afternoon. We'll get to it. Now, as I said, I got round bales. I can deal with round bales. Let me turn you a little bit so you can see a little bit. This is what I'm using. I have a set of forks for the 3020, and that's the way I prefer to pick up round bales. Got a set of forks, I can pick them up, flip them over, put them in the barn, put them where I want them. But I'm also going to move some snow today. I got some snow piles that are close. I want to pick them up and move them before they melt next week, so that way the water isn't all running down towards my barn. It's running out in the field instead. So I'm going to leave this on. This is what we call a Ganusi Bucket, and it's got that name because the man that designed it years and years ago was named Ganusi. So this is a 7.5 foot bucket, and in order to put a round bale in, use that, they make a spear. So basically I can spear the round bale, pick it up with the bucket, put that in, then I don't have to take the bucket off, put the forks on and go with that. Problem we're going to have is, even though I got some weights in the front of this John Deere, and it's a pretty big tractor for an old tractor, by the time I take that in a 2,000 pound round bale or 1,800 pound round bale, well, you'll probably notice later today I may have a hard time keeping my front tires on the ground. Sometimes she wants to pick the front end up, so that makes it a little bit interesting trying to move it in tight locations, but we'll get the job done. So for now, I got it plugged in. I'm going to run to town. I need some more diesel fuel. I want to get a little more diesel. I might get a little more gas for my pickup because I might end up moving a little more snow with that. Try to get some of this stuff cleared out a little before the warm weather comes, 35 to 40. But that's going to get it really muddy around here. So now's the day. Let's get everything done before the ground starts getting soft, if we got to do it that way. So I'm going to run to town, go get some diesel fuel, and later today, we'll go back and put a round bale in place. Hey, before we go to town, I thought we might stop and check on the little ones. By the way, here's, if you've seen before, got my round bale here. What I'm going to do, open doors up, back tractor in. The next one, I'm going to sit right here in front. I'm going to set it right in there. We'll use this one up. My reasoning for that is, still got one to go out here, the one you left. I've got all the black bellies at the end of March are going to lamb. The 3 that I'm picking up from my son-in-law, the Painted Deserts there, that I bought from him, they're the end of March. I haven't decided whether they'll come down here. They may stay, so my daughter might lamb them out, and my son-in-law and daughter might lamb them out, and I won't do it, but it's possible they could come back here yet. You never know. Plus my black bellies. So what I'm thinking of doing in here, this bale will be gone, probably take another week or 10 days, 2 weeks to get rid of that. Then I'll have the new one over there. That would leave this whole wall of the barn open. I've got some panels, some 4 foot tall panels, some 6 foot chain link. I could actually set up a couple little temporary pins inside that if I'm ended up with 4 or 5 ewes all lambing at the same time, and it is in March, so it may be good weather, but in case it's not, I could actually come in and set up a couple pins in here, plus just on the other side of the wall is the catch pin and the undercover area. I would have plenty of room for ewes with lambs if the weather is bad at the end of March. We hope it won't be, but you never know. So that's why this new round bale is going over here. Give me enough room over there in case I need it. Hopefully we won't. All right, let's go out and see how everybody's doing out here. Oh, there goes the little ones. How we doing there, buddy? Still just 4 babies, that's good. Who would like some animal crackers, huh? Who wants animal crackers? Oh yeah. Look at that little guy over there. He's gonna be a cutie. Man, I'm throwing them right in your face if you guys would see it. There she finds them. You gotta look around a little better there, girl. These guys are getting big. I'll tell you what. You guys are getting big, aren't you? And you two are doing pretty good too. All right, now I gotta go to town. Now I gotta get some diesel fuel. And we'll come back later and try to move a hay bale. It'll go right off the ground. Come on, turn. Anymore. go, guys. New bale in place. Probably start on that in a couple weeks. I'm going to take the spear off, move some snow for a while. All right. Done. Hay's in. I got all the snow moved. Went in and got a cup of coffee to warm up a little bit, but I thought it'd come out. I got to thinking about the hay. And I figured if we're on the subject, let's get on the subject of feeding hay. As I said, I've used alfalfa. There's all kinds of grasses. And what's right for you depends on what part of the country you're in, because I know there's a whole lot of variance. But what got me thinking today was, a lot of people, how much do you feed? How much hay do you feed? Most of the books I've seen say they want 2% body weight. Now, how heavy are the sheep? Painted deserts, and they're not that heavy. Just a few weeks ago, we brought these ewes in. And when my son-in-law backed the truck in here, basically he got them up. I grabbed the sheep, carried it over, and put it through the door. Now, at my age, I ain't carrying 100-pound sheep, so I know they don't weigh that. They probably weighed 80 pounds, 75, something like that. And that's considering they were pregnant at the time, got a pair of lambs in there. Rams are heavier. I got some 220 ewe lambs out there. They probably don't weigh 50 or 60. So 2% body weight. Well, I've always figured, let's just call it a 100-pound sheep. 2% body weight is 2 pounds a day. Now, moving this bale in today got me thinking, I've only used 2 round bales all winter. This is just my 3rd round bale, and that's going to last me till March 1st. So I thought, I'm only going to use 3, but I've only used 2, and I know everybody's nice and fat out there, and I'm seeing that, but I got to thinking, am I feeding them right? So after I got this done, and I got all the snow moved, I went in the house, had a cup of coffee, I sat down, and I said, okay, November 1, I started feeding a round bale of alfalfa, because I had a round bale of grass I gave early on, just supplemental. I counted out how many sheep I had. At that point in time, I had 11 in the black belly pen, and I had 7 in the mouflon pen. So I was feeding 18 sheep. I did that from November 1st up until about 3rd of January, sold the mouflons. Then up until about the 20th of January, I was just feeding the black bellies. Then the 3 painted deserts came in. So I added all the sheep up and how many days I was feeding each one. And I took it all the way till March 1st when that bale should be gone. And when I got all done, I figured it all out, and I weighed it all up, it came up to 3,630 pounds. Well, if these are weighing 1,800 to 2,000 pounds or a 1,900 average, guess what? 3,600 pounds. So I'm feeding about 2 pounds a day to those ewes. That's more than they need. I mean, they're probably, if they were weighed 100 pounds, they need 2 pounds. But it came out right. And I was getting a little concerned because I thought, I've only fed 2 round bales. Am I not feeding enough? Not keeping up? Turns out I was doing everything about right. So, but if you're thinking about hay, how much hay do I have to feed? 2% body weight. And I like to add on, as you can see, just a little bit more and have us covered. Anyway, all right, that's got it for today. I'm going to do some chores later. I got a few things to do this evening I want to do. So we're going to call it good for the day. We'll come back in a couple of days. We'll do her again.